Angel here, and today I would like to talk about the Oracle deck, Goddesses and Sirens by Stacey DeMarco, with illustrations by Jimmy Manton. This is a typical sturdy box, but this one is not by Blue Angel. This one is by Beyond World. Sorry, Beyond Words, I knew that. And my reason for getting this other deck versus the Blue Angel I will talk about, because the box is exactly the same. I don't know how what the insides of the Blue Angel version was, but Better Worlds did have this, as they have had in the US version of Shapeshifters. I'm not sure about others, but these ones for sure. But why I went with the Better Worlds was strictly due to the backs of these cards. I have a bit of a pet peeve myself. I don't like, when I'm looking at cards, to have advertising. I don't like to see logos. If they're extremely small and have no interference whatsoever, it's not an issue. But on that deck, what I remembered seeing in one of the reviews was Goddesses and Sirens, all written into here. And as much as I don't want the name of the deck anywhere on it, it's I want to buy it so that I can look at it. I don't want to be there advertising as well when I use it, so I find that offensive myself. That's just personal. So here we have the book, and it's a beautiful guidebook. It again has a lot of information on layouts, and it does talk again in the beginning too, the introduction, a lot about the feminine divine that's been honored from the millennia, and how to use the cards, dedication for these cards, tools you may need to do dedications. Very pagan. I love it, and it gives lists of salt water, sandalwood, essential oil, sea salt, bells, ceramic bowls, anything that is working for you in your divination, and many spreads, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at least. And then it goes into each card, and it talks not just about the card herself, but about the goddess or siren's notes in history, and some of the symbols, and then it talks again a bit about the shadow side, introduces you to the goddess or siren. I quite like it. Even though I personally am not a huge fan of Jimmy Manton, I don't dislike him. I have found in the past it difficult when I see his artwork. I enjoy Jimmy Manton's artwork. When I do look at a deck for a long time, this is Boudica, or Boudica, Pele, Bridget, White Buffalo Woman, and I think it's really important that this is here. Each of them as well, I will mention if we look really close. Each has a key word, and White Buffalo Woman was peace. Joan of Arc, or Jean d'Arc, faith. My French wasn't very good, my apologies. Isis, beautiful image for Isis. The Muses. And one of the reasons that I would feel a little less excited about this particular image is if you understand what the Muses were about. They're about inspiring any sort of creativity. And the sepia tone for an inspiration just sort of seemed a bit of a contradiction. You know, Kaylee, this is more inspiring creativity, and the imagery here might not be as sweet, but at least it's inspiring of something. I just find that the tones here, they don't appeal to me. And that doesn't mean that this artwork won't appeal to you. Her artwork is so very personal. And being an artist myself, I have certain preferences, but I love doing horse heads, and I wasn't fond of this one. Sorry, I'm going to be as honest as I can. This deck here didn't appeal to me in the same way that a lot of others did. And even though we have a few more tones here, it just all, in my eyes, blended a bit. Maybe I need glasses, but maybe you will see what I say, and maybe you won't feel that this is the same for you, because they do inspire. They do definitely evoke a lot of feeling. They just didn't speak as well to me after, other. This is the cover image. Beautiful. I just felt after a little while it just felt like the same person in different poses. This one's slightly different, Argaia with creation. Hathor, contentment. One of the beautiful things about different artwork is that everyone will we all have different our senses of visual contentment, I guess. How we're visually wired is different based on our experiences. And what might work for me will not necessarily work for another person. I have also found, almost shocked, that as I've aged, and I don't mean aged, as I've evolved, some artwork that I never would have thought would appeal to me, some of the more simplistic artwork, I'm starting to understand that color and other symbolism is being used on another level that I really appreciate. And so please do not, here's our last card, do not take what I say as having anything whatsoever to do with your taste, because that's one of the beautiful things, is that there's just so much different artwork out there. So that is Goddesses and Sirens. Artwork or illustrations by Jimmy Manton, written by Stacey DeMarco. And again, this was put out by Better Words. I hope you've enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Gothic Angel. Bye for now.